Oh, so one problem that especially on the open enrollment we had like scaling, because those 3-4 months the volume surged like 50 times, 200 times, right? Earlier challenge was like to add the hardware, right? And there is always delays, take couple of months. But with OpenShift we can able to do in just few days. I think those like scaling when we have sudden burst of the workload, that was the major challenge OpenShift was able to overcome. Scalability is one of the use case, I'll say. Yeah, I'll say the first one is obviously like high availability, right? Because now application, earlier, if you take any application that used to run WebSphere, legacy platform, will have A side or B side, and that was not true failover. But now with OpenShift, we can add multiple pods, like based, you can have 4 pod, 8 pod, 10 pod, how your business or application need, right? So it's very what you call no downtime. Literally, there is no downtime. And another example, you can say the patching. Now we have to patch like due to compliance every month. So we do rolling updates. So there is no downtime as such. So I'll say like highly available, scalable. Another is security is another great feature that we can use like Core OS. So yeah. So one thing I can think of is the cloud where we are going, because now we are seeing workload going to AWS or Azure, right? I think there will be a lot of integration need from the OpenShift, how we can leverage more cloud services as like industry is moving toward that direction. And from the keynote, I see it's getting there, but it still needs a lot of work. Yeah. So one thing I can definitely mention, we are trying to do like a database, right? Um, Actually, first I'll start with Redis, like in-memory database. So we had that installed on the OpenShift, but the way Redis like in-memory works is like they have their own DNS, and now with stateful set, it was challenging. When we patch, it did not work. Like we had to do manual intervention. So those are challenges, especially like you have stateful workload like databases. How do you scale those, right? So those are like big challenges how we can overcome. That's, I think, that's an opportunity. I'll say 9. Yep. So basically, if you want to do rapid development, like uh, that's where the product is well, because there is a CI/CD pipeline is well integrated. So the continuous, if you want to bring any new feature, new release, right, to the market, it's very useful. Like how you can use the OpenShift in that way. I think it still need work on the database, like as I mentioned earlier, right? Those kind of workload, and also the traditional workload. For example, we are now trying with MQ, the middleware layer on the OpenShift, but I think still there is less flexibility. What I can say, I think it's like stateful workload. I think that's where the challenge. Oh, I'll say a lot of positive impact, because when we started, making this product aware to all the application domains in our business, they saw like how easy to use, right? I mean, we are giving a lot of control to the development team, how they can scale their application, how can they check the health of application, what action they can take if they're in any kind of failure, or even meeting the business SLA, right? So there are a lot of capability, and those are like really new feature they can use, and those I think is a good use of OpenShift. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yep. Yeah, it does. Yep. Yep, definitely.